In this toy news, there will be about 7 different brands with new pre-orders, reissue, or even new releases. So let's check it out. Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome back for another toy news. And yes, today, like I mentioned, there will be about 7 different brands with new pre-orders or even new releases. Let's get started with the first one, which is the Marvel Legends Hawkeye. Yes, we know this is coming out, but there is some closer looks on him. I'm kind of glad that actually makes him some better damage right over there. You can see it looks pretty good. And also Kate Bishop, and for her, I think the resemblance is a little bit off, but we'll get to see more when the figure is released. And of course, the most anticipated one is the Infinity Ultron, which looks very good. Just look at the weapon, is humongous. Okay, so wow, just can't wait to get this guy. And the next one is something new, which is the Hiya toys for Robocop 1/12 scale. Previously, Hiya's have made some Robocop, but it's of 1/18 scale, which is around 10 centimeter tall, which is small, but they decided to make the first 1/12 scale, which is this Robocop, which looks pretty okay in some sense. Like you can see in this picture, he looks like the helmet is too big for the face. Yeah, it just looks pretty weird. But the overall material, if I'm not mistaken, someone told me that it will be entirely die cast. So this Robocop is around 16.5 centimeter according to the item descriptions. And this next picture actually show what it actually comes with. And you can see there are lots and lots of accessory that he comes with. And the next few pictures are some of the very nice pictures that they actually made, like with the backdrops of from the movie, and it looks pretty real, I must say. And this Robocop is up for pre-order in Army, and the price is a little bit scary to me. It's around 108 USD. Wow, it will be released by the end of this year. Talking about the scary price, yes, these two Sentinel Spider-Man has been reissued, which is the one with the base and the one without. The one with the base costs around 110 USD and the regular one will be 81 USD. And both of them will be released in October this year. I will leave the pre-order links down in the descriptions below. And speaking about reissue, the amazing Yamaguchi has recently reissued this Iron Man Bleeding Edge armor. You can see that it looks pretty good, but this is I think it has been released for quite some time and they decided to reissue it. And of course, you can actually pre-order it from the army.com and it will be costing around 58 USD and it will also be released in October this year. There are some surprises towards the end of the video, so stick around. And moving on, next we'll talk about the S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Hero series, and they decided to review these two Gamma 1 and 2. I believe they are both the villains, if I'm not wrong. You can see right over here, this is Gamma 1 and he actually looks pretty funny to me. It's like some kind of Ultraman wannabe. Yeah, it looks pretty funny, and I just hope that they will actually start to use cloth as the cape. And this figure actually comes with 4 different faces, as you can see right here. And yes, before you actually skip this part, there is a gimmick coming out from this figure, which is a Super Saiyan head for Gohan. It actually comes with 2 different expressions for this Super Saiyan Gohan that you can actually attach to the regular ones that will be coming out next month. Next, we'll move on to the Gamma 2. As you can see right over here, again, he looks like some kind of funny villains over there. And yeah, he does have a lot of funny poses over there. And he does comes with 4 different faces as well. And yes, you have guessed it correctly, he does comes with a gimmick as well, which is this Gohan head with the glasses on as well as the cape like Piccolo. And again, you have guessed it correctly, they are Tamashii web exclusive. As you can see, it's up for pre-order in Anime Export and the price for both of them is around 86 USD and both of them will be releasing in January next year. And the next one is something of a surprise, which is from the ZD Toys, and they decided to venture out of the Iron Man series. So they are doing Spider-Man upgraded suit now, and as you can see, it looks pretty good with more of the swinging poses, web shooting poses all over there. And you will notice there is something wrong with the poses there. I'm going to Let's show you all the poses that he can do, and maybe you can figure out what's wrong with it. So if you haven't figured out what's wrong with it, take a look at these pictures, and from this picture you can compare it with this S.H.Figuarts upgraded suit. And can you tell what's the difference between this one and the ZD toys? Yes, there is no app crunch for this ZD toys, which make it looks very rigid. He can just stand still. Of course he can do poses around, but he can't bend his abdomen like this beautiful pose here. Yep, so it's kind of bummer. But if you have decided to just pose your Spider-Man, you know, standing still, I think this is a pretty good one. And of course, with the upgraded suit, they also decided to make the black and gold suit. As you can see right over here, basically it's the same figure, just that they painted it black. And of course they do give some of the Doctor Strange mystical effects on his arm. Yep, looking pretty good again. The poses seems very rigid because there is no app crunch as well for this Spider-Man. It's the same like the upgraded suit. If they can do the app crunch, I think this is a rather good figure. But do keep in mind they are actually of 1/10 scale and not 1/12, so they are slightly bigger. But of course, as with all the ZD Toys promotional pictures, they actually have a lot more nice pictures that you can see in the next few ones. Wow, they actually looks pretty good with all these cool different poses, and it looks very real. And not to mention, ZD Toys has always been pretty affordable. Yes, these pictures are pretty new, and so far I have not seen any site that have opened up pre-order for this Spider-Man yet, so do keep your eyes open, maybe in the VC Toys box or even 16kid.com. And yes, in this month there are lots and lots of figures coming out, like the S.H.Figuarts superhero Vegeta, as well as the S.H.Figuarts Thor and Mighty Thor, the Jane Thor. Yeah, they are actually out as well as some Naruto. And I do know the one that is most anticipated for you guys is the Mafex Endgame Thor, which looks pretty good as you can see in this box picture. But there are some leaked photos from some collectors who have gotten it in Twitter, so you can see these pictures is actually credit to the actual owner. It's not belongs to me. Okay, so from here you can see it looks pretty okay, and some of you guys says that the screaming head does look like he's yawning. Yeah, there are some resemblance over there. And here are some comparison pictures with the Infinity War Thor. Yeah, they looks pretty much the same except for the beard guts and the hair. So it actually makes me kind of feels like I'm might not want to get it after all. Okay, so that's all for the toy news. I do hope that you enjoy it. I'd love to hear from you. What's your thoughts about all this upcoming stuff and all those releases stuff? Do leave your comments down in the comment sections below, and I'll catch you again in my next video. As always, I would appreciate if you can check out this video right over here.